Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brandon here, and welcome to another video here on the channel. Today we have another rebuild here in 2K18 My League mode, and we got the Phoenix Suns. So hope you guys are enjoying these rebuilds. If you are, hit that like button, subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. And let's get right into it. The Phoenix Suns, I want to do the Phoenix Suns because they have a good young up-and-coming team. Obviously with Booker, Ayton, you got Warren here, Josh Jackson, Mikal Bridges. Like, it's a fun team. They signed Trevor Ariza, they have Alex Len, Tyson Chandler. So yeah, it's a fun team. I think we could do some really cool things with them. So yeah, I definitely want to get this going and see what we can do. So obviously we got Devin Booker on a big contract. TJ Warren is on a 1-year deal. DeAndre Ayton, obviously we got for a bit. Josh Jackson, we have for a bit more. Mikal Bridges, I like that pick too. Getting Mikal Bridges. He is, let's see, 6'6" though. Set as a small forward. I want to see, because I mean I could put him at the, well no, but because Booker's at the 2, so I guess he'd just be our bench guy. The only problem with the Phoenix Suns is the point guard, so I need to work on that. So we have our shooting guard set, we have our center set, we need a point guard. We could have our small forward set depending on who steps up. Maybe TJ Warren, maybe Josh Jackson. Maybe I develop Josh Jackson and make him as good as possible. We could look into the mock draft here and maybe go for a top pick for a player. Jalen Hands could be a solid player here to go ahead and grab. Obviously, RJ Barrett would be really nice. Lonnie Walker's another 2-guard center. We could go for it. No, that wouldn't really work. So I would say Zion Williamson, Cameron Reddish, Jalen Hands, RJ Barrett. That's who we're kind of looking for. If we go for a small forward like RJ Barrett or Reddish, then or Zion, then that means we are we're pretty much gonna ship off Josh Jackson or maybe use him as like a 6-man or something like that. But we'll see. I mean, I guess we would use Zion as a 6-man. Maybe we trade TJ Warren. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really interested to see what I can kind of pull off with the Phoenix Suns and see if we can win a championship. So let me go ahead and sim the first season, and I'll see you guys there. Steph Curry wins MVP like usual. This happens like every rebuild. He wins MVP, but 27 a game, 8.5 assists. Marvin Bagley wins Rookie of the Year, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Larry Nance Jr. wins 6th Man of the Year. Andre Drummond wins Defensive Player of the Year, and Chris Dunn. I mean, this is pretty like standard, I would say. Like, I'm surprised that Marvin Bagley wins Rookie of the Year, not DeAndre Ayton. I'm not gonna be like, I don't know, because I gave Ayton like a lot of minutes. To be fair, like let's see, DeAndre Ayton, 12 points, 8 rebounds. I mean, see, it's not bad. Let's see how many minutes he got per game, 32. So I don't know. I mean, he's someone that I really want to make sure that I do like the untapped potential in training camp and stuff like that, because I need him to be much better. Let's see, let's see, we already know how he did. Doncic with 13, 5, and 5. Michael Porter with 10, 7, and 5. Miles Bridges with 13 and 8. Let's see, did I get, okay, so the other Bridges didn't make this list. All NBA first team, you guys saw this. LeBron, there you go. Second team, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Joel Embiid. Glad to see Devin Booker there. 26 points per game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Whoa. I did give him a lot of minutes per game, so that's probably why. So, I mean, 41 minutes, though. I didn't give him 41 minutes per game. I gave him like 36, 38 in the rotation, but he ended up playing 41 a game. So, that's why his points per game is all, like, insane. And then, let's see, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Joel Embiid. Jokic, all NBA 13, 15, 10, and 6. Porzingis, Kevin Love, Lowry, John Wall. So, here's the all NBA first team. All NBA or all defensive first team, all defensive second team is here, and there you go. So obviously we didn't make the playoffs. I don't know what's our record. 29, 53, 13th in the West. So that's actually we were 15th in the West for most of the year. The Thunder win the finals, 30 points per game from Paul George. There you go. Milwaukee made it to the NBA finals. That's actually very different. Eric Bledsoe, Middleton, Giannis had a big year, 25 and 10 and 5 in the playoffs. So there you go. Cool. That's a bit different. Player retirement, obviously. Let's get through all of this and see what we can do with the draft. We're also gonna try and make some trades and maybe move up in the draft. Here we go. The draft lottery. We end up with the 3rd pick. Actually, okay. Well, never mind. This is the odds. I was like, wait, what? So we have the 3rd pick, at least in the odds. Wow, Cavs got that Brooklyn pick. Dang. And then Kings are number 1. So let's see how we do. Can we get a top 3 pick? Top 5, we're entering in. Here's Memphis. They keep the 5th pick. Okay, so we officially have a top 4 pick, which is nice. Here is the okay, no, here's our spot then. So here's the 4th. We end up, or is that no? Okay, so the Cavs took the 4th. Okay, this is good. This is really good. So we officially have a top 3 pick. Here's our pick here. Will we stay here? Wait, what the heck? What happened? How did that? Anyways, whatever. Okay, so we end up getting the 3rd pick in the draft. So that's not bad. Let's go ahead and skip the rest. The Kings end up with the Knicks ended up with the 1st overall pick. Whoa, they moved up really high. They originally had the 8th pick, I believe, because the Magic got bumped. So the Knicks end up with the number 1 pick. I might try and trade with them because I really want RJ Barrett. I think I'm going to try and pull this crazy. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Knicks, Kings, and Suns. There we go. And then maybe we'll go ahead and try to move up. We'll see. So let me enter. I thought that was like the player Gary Harris. What the heck? Okay, so obviously our head coach retired. We're gonna go ahead and fire everyone because everyone, like, the team was terrible, and we're gonna fire everyone because yeah, YOLO. So fire you. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the head coach. That's the most important position. We could go with Mike D'Antoni to come back to Phoenix. That'd be actually kind of cool. Peterson would be kind of nice. Stauffer obviously might be the best because of the potential. Or Booth. Okay, so we can give both of these guys 4-year deal. We'll give them a lot of money. And see if one of them accepts. So Stafford and Booth. We'll give a bunch of money. Okay, so Booth is going to cost a lot more. We'll just go with the person who takes the least amount of money, probably. So let's go with the assistant GM here. We'll go with either Masters or Navarro. Or, no. Williams has a C potential. We'll go with... We'll go with you. Ooh, you might be tough, though. Let's go ahead and offer a couple of people this position. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into this. Both head coaches are still mulling over. Our trainer that we tried to go for is still mulling that. Head scout, we're going to go ahead and sign you. Assistant coach, we're going to go ahead and sign you. Assistant GM, we want either you or you. You're tentative. We'll go ahead and just... you're probably going to decline, honestly, these two. So we'll just go ahead and go with that. So we're still looking for our CFO, head coach, and trainer. Head coach, okay, so both accepted. Where do we want to go with this? You have higher... it's pretty much the same. Let's see. Contract negotiations, you're better. You're better with trade. Scouting, you're better. Training, you're better. Business, potential, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Stafford, actually. So sign. We're gonna go ahead and decline you. Sign you as a head coach. And then wait, and decline you. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Navarro, who was the assistant GM we tried to go for, rejected. CFO rejected. The trainer accepted though, so we're gonna sign you. So boom. Would exceed staff budget. Giving the select. So what if we declined you? Okay, this gets interesting. There we go. So we're all good. B minus, B minus. You're good. You're good. You're good. There's our scout, and our trainer is a B with potential A, which is really good. So we'll go ahead and go with that, and let's see what we do in the draft. We actually might, let's go ahead and look into trades and see what we can do with that. So we're here in the trade finder. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm trading TJ Warren and Brandon Knight. Now the reason I'm trading TJ Warren is we already have Bridges and we already have Josh Jackson. Warren has the most salary out of the three. So, and Josh Jackson is an 80 overall, and he's younger with probably more potential. So, I'd rather have Josh Jackson than TJ Warren. That kind of rotates that out. We're getting rid of Brandon Knight because of his salary, and we're gonna go for a different point guard. Now, we're going with who was it? The Portland Trail Blazers, because they have the 10th pick, so we can package the 3rd pick and the 10th pick. And we also get CJ McCollum, and then we're gonna flip CJ for another player. Is what we're gonna go ahead and do. Maybe a point guard. So that's maybe a lesser deal. So let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna work this one out. We're gonna agree to that. So now, if we go ahead and propose a trade, the Knicks, we want the Knicks pick. So we want that 1st overall pick is what I'm gonna try and do. So let's go ahead and go here. Well, actually, let's see. Let's go ahead into the mock draft and see what it says. RJ Barrett, Jalen Hands. You know what? I really want, man, Jalen Hands. But see, RJ Barrett is so good. If we pair, maybe we could have Josh Jackson come off the bench, or even put him at the 4, and we can roll with RJ Barrett, or well, I guess we go Booker, RJ Barrett, and then Josh Jackson with Ayton. And then we need to find a point guard. We can do that just because his overall is so high. And then if not, we can try and get the 2nd overall pick, and we'll be happy with Jalen Hands, to be honest. But we already have a center. We already have, yeah, I think Jalen Hands would be the next pick after that. So let's go ahead and try to get the number 1 overall pick. If we can't, then we'll try to get the 2nd overall pick and go from there. Like I said, we're gonna ship off the 1st and the 10th. If they don't accept this, we'll add in the 15th. I forgot we have the 15th pick too. So do you want to make this trade? Yes, the 3rd and the 10th for the 1st. Okay, if they don't want that, let's go ahead and offer them the 15th as well. Okay, so we traded all 3 of our 1st round picks for this year for the number 1 pick, and we're going for RJ Barrett. I think that's actually a fair deal, to be honest. Okay, so let's go ahead. We finished the staff signing. We don't need to do any of the pre-draft workouts because we already know who we're going to draft. Let's enter into the NBA draft and pick our player. RJ Barrett, here we go. Let's go ahead and draft you. So we draft RJ Barrett. We'll go with Booker, Barrett, and then Ayton at the center. We'll see what we do at the 4. I mean, we could put Josh Jackson at the 4. We could also have him as our 6th man. I don't know. I don't know what we could flip Josh Jackson, maybe go for a point guard. We'll see. We're gonna have to make a lot of trades to see. We're gonna have a very young team, and a team that we're gonna have to develop a lot. So this might take maybe like 4 years, but I think this is gonna work out. So here's the draft summary. So obviously we drafted RJ Barrett. The Heat drafted Langford. The Knicks actually went with Jalen Hands, the guy who I was thinking about going for. Lonnie Walker, Sharif O'Neal went there. Who did the Knicks pick with the 10th? They got Cameron Reddish. Actually, that's a pretty good pick. And then with the 15th, they got Malik Reed. So, they got Cameron Reddish, who's a good player, like 73 overall, and they got Jalen Hands. That's not bad. Lonnie Walker, how did 73 overall? Sharif O'Neal is like only a 69 overall on this. Bol is really good. He's a 77 overall. And then Zion dropped to 8. So yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So good for the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks I feel like that was a very fair trade. So anyways, rookie signings, let's go ahead and accept you. And we had 3 second-round picks. I'm gonna go ahead and keep you, just because you're cheap and you're the best overall. So we'll go with that. So team player options, we are gonna decline Allen Williams option here. And then let's see, Enes Kanter declined. Who else declined? Austin Rivers got declined. Cephalosha got declined. Epiudo got declined. Deadman, Jerebko got declined, and Bullock. Okay, so anything crazy. Qualifying offers, we don't have any of those, and then we enter free agency. So let's go ahead, look at our roster. So we have Devin Booker. We have CJ McCollum right now, who's a good player, but we're going to go ahead and flip you. We have RJ Barrett, Josh Jackson. So, like, look at this. All the guards and small forward. We have 3 small forwards, 2 shooting guards. Okay, out of our top 7 players, we have 3 shooting guards and 3 small forwards and 2 centers. And then we have 3 power forwards and then finally our point guard. So we have a lot of work to do. Let's work on the trades and see what we can do with this team. So our mid-level exception is 8.7 mil. We could sign Rondo as our starting point guard this year. That wouldn't be bad. We need, I don't know. I mean, we can go with Momute, Jeff Green. Not a whole lot of options in this free agent class. I think Rondo would be a good deal. Let's go ahead and do like a 2-year deal, and we'll give like a little bit more. There you go. So we'll try and get Rondo, and we'll try to get maybe I don't know. I mean, the problem is that our team, most of our contracts end after this next year. So I think I'm just gonna kind of sim this year, try to work out the rookies and develop the young guys, and then make some big splashes maybe in free agency next season. Okay, so we're able to finally trade CJ McCollum. Obviously, we had a 60-day trade to where we couldn't, and we're gonna go ahead and get Mike Conley. So this helps okay, we'll drop, yeah, we'll send a second-round pick. Okay, so this kind of helps our roster here. So if we look at our roster now, actually, I'm gonna go look in trade finder real quick. So Conley, Booker, Ayton, RJ Barrett, Bridges. Is there anyone else that I want to trade now? I mean, Tyson Chandler's gonna be a free agent. You are hurt. Let's see. Everyone else is pretty much on a 1-year deal. So I think I'm good to go. So let's go ahead and look at the game plan here. So Josh Jackson is obviously hurt. So right now, this is kind of what we're rolling with. So let's go ahead. We'll put you down. Obviously, we're gonna get Mike Conley in here. So 30 minutes a game for Mike Conley, and this helps our point guard position a lot. So we'll go ahead and do that. We have Booker at the 2. We have RJ Barrett at the 3. And then we have at the 4 right now, we're putting Chris in here. Usually we have Josh Jackson here, and then we're giving Mikal Bridges 30 minutes a game as our 6th man. Like he's been like our really good 6th man. And then let's go ahead and put Troy Daniels here. Ooh, okay, we have a lot of minutes. Actually, why are we putting these guys at 40? Let's do 36, 36. And then let's go ahead and give our bench a little bit more, and then we'll go ahead and sim the rest of the year. Leonard wins MVP. Rookie of the year is Mikal Bridges, averaging 13 and 6. Okay, I sent him to the G League last year, so that's probably why. RJ Barrett got hurt for like the second half of the year, so that's probably why he didn't win Rookie of the Year, because his numbers were better than Mikal Bridges. So that's kind of funny. Rudy Gobert wins Defensive Player of the Year, and Clint Capella Most Improved. Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. And if we look at this, oh, okay, second team, nothing, and third. Okay, so we didn't get anyone. Devin Booker had kind of a bad year, which is kind of disappointing. All defensive first team: Chris Paul, Lonzo Ball, Kawhi, Draymond, Rudy Gobert. There's a second team, and then all rookie first team. So we got Mikal Bridges in there, and then apparently we have 2 Lonnie Walkers. I don't know why. Bull averaged 8 and 5, but yeah, obviously you don't see RJ Barrett because he got hurt, and he missed like most of the year, which really sucks. So that's why Mikal Bridges won Rookie of the Year. So let's go ahead. We did make the playoffs as a 7 seed. We were 44 and 38, which is good. It's a good sign that like even with all of our injuries, like finally Josh Jackson just got healthy, which is crazy. So let's go ahead and figure all this out for the playoffs and see what we can do. Maybe we can get RJ Barrett back too. He is yeah, he should be back here pretty soon. Okay, so we got the rotations all figured out for now. Let's go ahead and sim. We won game 1. Okay, we lose game 2. We lose game 3. All right. And I whoops, I simmed the current round on accident. Okay, so we lost in 7. Hey, you know what? That's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. We didn't have RJ Barrett for like the rest of the season. So I don't know. I think we're actually looking pretty good, especially if we if those guys all improve in the training camps and stuff. I think we got a solid team, and we got some money maybe opening up. We could probably trade or get rid of Mike Conley, open up some more cap space, and see what we can do with that too. I didn't do much in the last offseason either, because when we didn't have cap space, Mike Conley is honestly the best point guard we could probably get right now, and honestly the best fit. to be honest. So we get RJ Barrett back. He's healthy. He's ready to go. Booker is now at 90 overall. DeAndre Ayton is at 85 overall. And then we have Mikal Bridges here on the bench. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Mikal Bridges here at power forward. He's kind of I don't know, or I can start RJ Barrett here because obviously they're both undersized. I mean, I guess I could put RJ Barrett there, but I mean, this works. We can do this. Chris will come off the bench. Josh Jackson will come off the bench. So we have a solid bench there. Let me go ahead and just kind of fix the rest of the rotations, but I think this can work. We'll see how this goes, but let's go ahead and take all of these minutes away, and then we're going to boost up, obviously, the starters. So Conley, you're going to get about 30. Booker, you're getting about 36. RJ Barrett's going to get about 36. Mikal Bridges can get about 32, actually 30, and then 35, and then we can go, yeah, we can do that. We can roll with that. Josh Jackson. Actually, let's do that and then do that. So obviously our big three is Booker, Barrett, and Ayton. Bridges is obviously a very good player as well. But we need RJ Barrett to have a good year and to stay healthy this year. Because obviously look at last year, 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, 2.6 assists. He would have won Rookie of the Year if he would have played enough games. But he didn't go up overall wise. So this is a big year for RJ Barrett. I think we have a good enough team to obviously make the playoffs because we made the playoffs last year and maybe make some like big time noise. But this is another growing year, and then hopefully next season we could win a championship. So let's go ahead, see what we can get, and see what happens. Giannis wins the MVP this year. Rookie of the Year is James Wiseman. Dennis Schroeder. Giannis wins Defense Player. Most Improved is Andrew Wiggins. Mike Malone wins Coach of the Year with Denver. Wow. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and look at the All-NBA second team. Did we get anyone in the third? No, and no. Okay, that's interesting. All defensive first team. We didn't get anyone. Second team, we didn't get anyone. All rookie first team, not much there. So, we do make the playoffs as the 4 seed. And we lost Mikal Bridges for like the last 2 weeks of the season, and we don't have him here for the playoffs. So that's frustrating. There's been actually a decent amount of injuries with us this season, so that's kind of frustrating. But sim game 1, we win. We lose game 2. We lose game 3. All right, we lose game 4. And we win game 5. Can we win game 6? Yes, we do. Force a game 7 at home, and we win. Okay. Similar current round, Denver. Okay, of course we get the best team in the league. All right, so let's go ahead. Sim game 1. DeAndre Ayton. Okay, that's fine. He had like a minor injury. We win the first 2 games in Denver. Okay, they win game 3 and they win game 4. What the heck is going on? All right, they win game 5. Okay, so they beat us in 6. That's fine, man. I'm okay with that. We took Denver to 6 games without Mikal Bridges. That I will take that. Similar current round. Then Denver makes it to the finals and Toronto wins. 24 game for Kawhi in the NBA finals. I actually want to see who had Denver. Jokic, 17, 9, and 6. He had a good year. Jamal Murray had a good year. Actually, what did he had 18, 10, and 7 in the regular season. Gary Harris had a decent year. Lyles Porter had a good year as well, 13, 8, and 4. So yeah, that's a pretty good team. Barton obviously had a good year. They have Bullock there. So yeah, that's a solid team. Anyways, so Toronto wins in 5, and now we're back into the off season where this has got to be like the really good year for us, because if we look at our roster here, we got Booker at a 90, Ayton at a 86, Bridges at 85, Conley's at a 85, RJ Barrett went up to 82. Like, this is a good team. I don't know what I want to do at the point guard position. Like, getting someone like Lonzo Ball would be amazing. That's not going to happen, but it would be pretty amazing. If we could, you know what, if we could do, I don't know. That's tough. We're going to have to see what we do with the, let's see, people in Los Angeles get ready to be back. Be happy, told the team I'm ready to talk contract extension. Let's do this. Okay, so maybe we could trade for, I don't know, is he a full-on free agent? Because if not, then maybe we could trade for him. 88 overall. Okay, so we can't trade. I don't think we can trade for him, unfortunately. Here's the Goach game plan here. 3, 2, 1. Here's the rotations for season number 4, I believe this is. So we got DeAndre in here at center. We're going to put Mikal Bridges here at the power forward. RJ Barrett, Booker, Conley. I mean, this is a good starting rotation. And then we have Over here we have Jackson as our 6th man, Chris, Stevenson, and Dellavedova. So that's going to be our rotation. We'll see how this season goes. Hopefully we were the 7th seed 2 years ago, the 4th seed last season. Hopefully maybe we can make a big splash here. If not, we're going to try and make a big splash in free agency in the next season, or maybe a big trade. So we'll see what happens, but let's go ahead and sim the season, see what happens. Season is over. Karl-Anthony Towns wins MVP. Gustavo de la Cruz wins Rookie of the Year, 19-4-4. Julius Randle wins 6th Man of the Year. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is Terry Rozier. David Fizdale is the Coach of the Year. We won 47 games, which is kind of meh. Actually, I want to see something real quick. Did Lonzo sign? Oh, he did sign an extension. That sucks. That really sucks. I was kind of secretly hoping maybe he wouldn't. He'd be a free agency, but unfortunately not. Let's see here. Anyone else of importance here? No. You know, the one thing that we don't get is we don't get really anyone in like those awards and stuff. But we end up with the 4th seed once again for the 2nd straight year. We had a couple of injuries, unfortunately, and it was kind of frustrating, and now we're down 2-0. So this is great. Devin Booker was, I believe, fully healed there, and DeAndre Jordan's gone for the year. So see, this is what I mean by injuries are completely screwing us here in this game mode, or in this mode. Yeah. I'm triggered. See, in free agency. So we're in free agency. Here's our roster currently. We have Devin Booker, RJ Barrett, Mikal Bridges, Chris Stevenson, Ayton, Bradshaw, and Caldwell, who's a rookie. Bradshaw was a rookie a couple years ago. So Conley was a free agent, so we get him off the books. And we still have Booker's max, or 24 mil a year. But we should be good other than that. We're going to have to sign Mikal Bridges for another year, I think. I don't know, we'll see. But if we go into free agency, we have $42 million in cap space. That means we can sign guys like Damian Lillard. We can sign see, I don't know, I don't really want, I mean, Giannis would be crazy, but like I don't want to go too overboard. I think we can maybe go for a deal with Dame if we just offer him a massive deal, give him player option, no trade clause, and just offer that and see if we can get something from that. Yeah, other than that, I guess we can offer Conley a deal, even though I don't really want to keep him. But I don't want to lose Michael Conley either. So we could try and make a trade for a point guard. If we go into rosters here, let's go into like all players, look at point guards, and maybe try and trade for a point guard that we want. Obviously, I would love Lonzo Ball. We can go for someone like Markelle Fultz, De'Aaron Fox, Jamal. We won't probably be able to get. Maybe we could probably pull off Markelle Fultz, or Lonzo Ball. I don't think we could pull off Lonzo Ball, to be honest. Chris Paul, we could probably maybe manage to get in a trade. I don't know. What does Lillard's thing say? Extremely loyal, and that's about it. So if we don't get Lillard, maybe we'll go for a trade. But I'm just gonna see what we can get. If we can somehow get him. So let's go ahead. We're gonna cap hold Josh Jackson. Ooh, actually that hurts. Ooh. Renounce. Yeesh. If we don't, okay, that could get interesting. Okay, Dame signed elsewhere. This really sucks. I don't think we'll be able to re-sign Mike Conley either. Actually, but see, if we can manage to get him, okay, let's just try. At least we can agree, and then we can also cap hold you, and then maybe we can trade Mike Conley for another point guard. Let's just try and do that. Yeah, so let's just get through all of this and sign him, and we'll cap hold Josh Jackson. I'm not gonna try and go for Tatum. He's a restricted, so we probably won't be able to grab him, and let's just kind of roll with that. Okay, so we're in the middle of the season here. We're 16-11. We just got DeAndre Ayton back from that injury. And we don't have Chris right now, I believe. So we're going to go into proposed trades, and I'm going to go for a top point guard, trade Conley, and we're going to try and go all out here. So I made a trade. I traded for Dennis Smith Jr. I got rid of Conley and I traded Bridges to kind of open up this roster, to kind of open it up, get a much better point guard, and see what we can do with that. So obviously, we need Chris to get healthy so that we have a little bit more depth. But at this point, I think this works. So let's see here. Dennis Smith obviously will be getting a lot of minutes. You'll be getting like 36 minutes, 38, 38. Josh Jackson will officially put in the starting lineup. And then we'll have Lance Stevenson coming off the bench, JJ Redick coming off the bench. We'll go with the Jole here. And we'll go with Bradshaw as a backup point guard. Actually, we'll lower you to 15. And then we'll put you to 12. Yeah, okay, there we go. And then we just got to wait for Marquise Chris to get back to where we have a little bit more depth there. But I really wanted to upgrade my point guard position. He's averaging 20 and 6 this season. Booker's only averaging 17. I don't know why Booker. I mean, RJ Barrett's pretty much taken over for the team. So he's averaging 19 a game. Josh Jackson is much better this season. And then DeAndre Ayton averaging 13 and 10. 2.5 blocks per game, so he's been really good too. So I decided to do that. Mikal Bridges wasn't really playing that well, so that's why I decided to trade Mikal Bridges, and that obviously opens up, you know, roster space for this team. So let's go ahead and start simming, see how we do, and I'll let you guys know after the season. So the season is over. Lonzo Ball wins MVP, 15.7 rebounds and 11 assists. Rookie of the year, sixth man, defensive player of the year, most improved is Malik Beasley. All right. And Tyronn Lue, coach of the year over in Cleveland. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So if we go ahead and look at the All-NBA second team here, no. Okay. So, you know, this whole time we have not been able to get anyone from Phoenix on any of the All-NBA first, second, or third teams, which is crazy to me. But we are the #1 seed at 54 wins. We'll see how we do. This is the last chance. Hopefully we can pull off a victory here, but that Dennis Smith Jr. trade I think is what kind of put us up over the top. If I go over to the roster, I'll show you guys the numbers here if I can get over there. So Devin Booker, 22 a game in the playoffs, only 16 a game in the regular season. RJ Barrett with about 20 a game, so he was good. Josh Jackson with about 11. Dennis Smith Jr. with about 18 a game for us, and then DeAndre Ayton with about 14, 10, 2 blocks. Jaren Jackson we actually traded for midseason with Memphis because Chris ended up getting her for the season. So we got Jaren Jackson from Memphis and Sharif O'Neal from Memphis. We traded Lance Stevenson, and so yeah, that ended up being our roster. So I feel like we have a really good roster here. We should be able to make it to the finals, but we will see. 1-1. 2-1 we're up, 3-1 we're up, and 3-2, okay, and 4-2. We make it to the Western Conference Finals. We have to play Golden State, of course we do. We win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3, and we sweep them. Okay, so it's us and Cleveland. Who the heck is on Cleveland? They have this rookie. He was rookie of the year, and then he went like insane, I guess, here in the playoffs. He's averaging 24 a game. And then they have LaMelo Ball. Oh, okay. Larry Nance. They have Holmes here. Okay. They have a solid team, a very young team. Hopefully we can beat them here in the NBA Finals. Game 1, we win. All right. Game 2, we'll leave our rotation as it is. All right, we win. We win game 3, and we lose game 4. Boom. There it is. No, we lose game 5. No. Oh my god, we cannot blow a 3-0 lead, can we? Okay, here we go. Game 7. Can we win this game? Let's go ahead and simulate. All right. I want to do like fast here. Or no, let's go into the third. We're up big. Okay, don't blow this lead. Oh wow, we're up big time. Okay, I think we can pull this off. Oh yeah, we win. We win game 7. Let's go. Return to calendar. Boom, there we go. NBA champions. RJ Barrett, the guy who we traded up to the #1 pick to grab him. 41 minutes per game, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and he wins finals MVP. And now it's thundering and storming outside, so I should probably end off the video. But there you go. I don't know how many seasons, 2022, so it took like 5 seasons, I think, to win this one. I knew it was gonna take a little bit longer because of how bad the team was early on, but it worked out. The one thing I don't like about this game is they don't treat Devin Booker as like how it would be realistically, which is kind of disappointing. So I think that's what also made it so difficult to kind of win. But Devin Booker, 31 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds in the final game, in game 7. He finished off with 18.8 points per game. RJ Barrett ended up with 18 a game, and then DeAndre Ayton, 13 and 9 in the playoffs, so that's not bad. And Dennis Smith Jr., who we traded for, ended up with 14 and 7. I think that was like the nail in the coffin there when we got Dennis Smith Jr. Like, Michael Conley just wasn't good enough, and we were able to get Dennis Smith for Mikal Bridges and Conley and a first-round draft pick. I think that ended up working out. A pretty fair deal, to be honest. Did Dallas make the playoffs? They did as a 7th seed. Let's see how they ended up. So Michael Conley ended the season at 14 and 6, and then Mikal Bridges ended at 17 a game and 6. So he did really well in Dallas. I feel like that was a fair trade. 280 overalls, 280. Let's see, what were you? 85 and an 85. So 285 overalls for 185 overall. And I think that was a fair deal, and it ended up working out. I don't know if we could have won the championship without that trade or not. Never know, I guess. But I think that was a kind of a handicap there with Mikal Bridges, because we had Josh Jackson, Booker, and RJ Barrett along with Bridges. I mean, we had 4 guys for 2 spots. It was really hard. So I think it helped open up space, and it ended up working out well. So there you go. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and I will see you guys for the next video, which let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see with the next rebuild. So that's the video. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Later, guys.